In 1908, Enzo Ferrari, a 10-year-old boy from Medano, Italy, witnessed Felice Nazzaro in the Cirquito di Bologna. Despite having little to no education and coming from a poor family, Enzo developed a passion for mechanics and learned how to drive. His father taught him how to drive, and his interest in cars only grew. During World War I, Enzo's family business failed, and he was recruited as a military blacksmith. However, he also fell victim to the pandemic in 1918, and his health was so poor that he was discharged from the military. Enzo moved to the city and applied for jobs that would allow him to employ his passion and knowledge of cars, but was rejected by multiple companies. Eventually, he landed a position as a test driver with CMN, a company that remodeled trucks into passenger cars. His remarkable skills and abilities earned him recognition, and he was promoted to become a race car driver. He made his debut in 1919 in the Parma Poggio di Berceto hill climb race, finishing 4th. However, due to fuel tank leaks and other reasons, he had to retire from the race. Ambitious, Enzo left CMN and joined Alfa Romeo, the top Italian race car company of the time. Working with Alfa Romeo was the happiest and most bitter period of his life, but his passion paid off when he won the first Grand Prix at Circuito del Savio in Ravenna in 1923. Enzo continued to race, winning 11 Grand Prix at the age of 34, a rare achievement not many could claim to have accomplished in their lifetimes. The story of Enzo Ferrari serves as a reminder of the importance of living for others and the sacrifices made by those who were once racing. After retiring as a race car driver, Enzo continued to contribute to the development of cars and factories for Alfa Romeo. He helped create the first race team in the company, Scuderia Ferrari, which included many talented racers at the time. The Countess Baracca, mother of Francesco Baracca, gifted her late son's fighter jet emblem to Enzo, who used it to design the first Ferrari logo. This gift was significant, as Ferrari was the only company using the Baracca emblem as its logo. Despite facing financial difficulties, the team managed to win a notable victory against the Germans in 1935. However, the team disbanded in 1937, and Enzo returned to work for Alfa Romeo as the team's manager. Enzo was determined and refused to back down, eventually being given a fat severance package and a 4-year-long non-compete agreement by Alfa Romeo. Enzo decided to use the loophole in his non-compete contract to start his own company, Aviani Construccioni factory. The factory produced car parts, with Enzo designing cars that other drivers drove in races. However, things started to look up for a while, and things began to prosper despite the legal limitations. In 1939, the Third Reich invaded Poland, leading to World War II in Europe. Enzo was not drafted to serve in the military, but was forced to switch to producing war supplies. He befriended political figures for financial benefits, and even joined the Fascist Party during the war. His company remained intact until the Allies bombed it, deeming it a strategic military target. Enzo relocated from Medano to Maranello, playing for both sides of the war publicly and privately, appealing to the Parisian freedom fighters. Despite facing death threats, Enzo forged ahead with his business and dream, evading death threats and continuing to work in the automotive industry. Ferrari emerged victorious in the war, and Enzo Ferrari made his own cars, marking the beginning of their rise to power. The first major victory for Ferrari occurred in 1949, and Enzo continued to push for greater speeds on the track, even without sufficient safety practices. However, the research and engineering costs required to ensure Ferrari race cars remained the best took a toll on the company's finances. In 1957, Enzo was charged with manslaughter after a tire accident that killed 11 people, including the driver, co-driver, and 9 spectators. After a lengthy trial, the case was dismissed in 1961, and Enzo focused on racing. He supported a new publication featuring motorsports called Auto Sprint and was featured in numerous magazine articles, making it his golden age from the 1950s to the 1960s. Enzo's tough personality pulled him out of the pits every time, creating the most legendary race team ever in Alfa Romeo. He survived the flu pandemic, created many historical moments, and fought against charges of manslaughter to create a new image for race car driving. However, his personality dragged him down during times of peace and prosperity, as seen in the Great Walkout when 9 important company employees left to create their own company. Enzo spent a year recruiting and promoting junior talents, which led to some of Ferrari's greatest masterpieces being developed by the new blood, and Enzo after the Great Walkout. However, the timing of the Great Walkout catalyzed rumors about Enzo's Spartan-like training method for race drivers, leading to his fall from grace in the public eye. Enzo Ferrari, a renowned racing driver, was known for his passion for racing and his ability to make enemies in the industry. He offended Henry Ford II, Ferruccio Lamborghini, and Carroll Shelby, who later created cars or entire companies to harm his reputation. Ferrari's financial situation worsened, and Enzo sought business partners with the condition of retaining control over the racing department. He eventually found Fiat, who agreed to his terms and became a joint stock company with Ferrari. Enzo invested in racing and less in finances, selling more shares in 1969 to Fiat, allowing him to invest in a less-known car project called Dino. Dino was made in 1971 in memory of his first son, who passed away from Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Enzo's second son, born to his mistress and only legitimized after his wife's death, still works at Ferrari, holding 10% of the stock. Enzo spent his golden years managing the racing team, celebrating Ferrari's 40th anniversary just before his death at the age of 90 in 1988. His legacy is a testament to the difference between passion and obsession in a man like Enzo Ferrari. If you're fueled up by the incredible journey of Enzo Ferrari and the world of cars, don't coast now. Shift into high gear and hit that subscribe button to stay in the fast lane with us.